Yes, everybody. It's Sarah. I am actually traveling for work. I'm in California and I don't have my tripod, so I'm just kind of doing this video with the phone balanced on the desk, leaning against a water bottle. So excuse the poor production value. I hope the information will be much more valuable than just looking at my face. So it's so nice to be back here. I know I used to do a ton of lives a while ago, and I really am hoping to get back to that, just to kind of bring you up to date on life stuff. I've really been focused on getting my one-to-one coaching program up and running. I will give you some more information about that at some point as soon as it's open for folks to check out. It is not quite yet there right now, so yeah, just watch the space. But one thing that has done is it's taken up a lot of my time, and I've realized I'm not making as much content as I used to, and that is actually the thing I really love to do and miss. So hopefully we'll have way more of these Facebook Lives, more videos, more posts, more blog posts, more fun things for you in 2020. So what I wanted to talk about a little bit today was a question that's kind of come up just with friends, with myself, I feel like this time of year, there's a lot of pressure. It's a new year. You might be thinking about, sorry, I'm sitting on the floor. Can you tell? I can't figure out how to sit so that my feet don't fall asleep. But anyway, I think I got it. This might be a fast video. But yeah, like one thing I think we feel the pressure of, especially if we have a big trip coming up this year, is wow, it's 2020. I better get my ass in gear and start training. And I think it kind of brings up a question about the timing of training and when should you start. And I know if you're like me, I subscribe to a ton of other fitness blogs. My mailbox is just full of, start 2020 off right, buy this training plan, do this challenge, start, everybody wants you to start right now. But the thing I want to share with you today is that for some of you, now may actually be too early. And especially if you're, just kind of new to fitness, you're feeling like you're not going to have enough time, you may be like, Sarah, that's crazy. You don't know me. I need lots of time. But let me explain a little bit about how training works and how it's different from just the general fitness and getting in shape that you do in your day-to-day life. So what I want you to think about is whenever you have a big goal, you're going to climb Mount Rainier, you're going to climb Kilimanjaro, you have to go through this training process to get ready. This training process is very different from, just going to the gym every day, working out, getting in shape, being healthy. You're actually using a principle called progressive overload, where you push yourself hard and rest, and then push yourself harder and rest, to push yourself to what's essentially a false fitness peak. So your goal is around the time that you're about to head out for your trip, you want to create this false peak where you have driven your fitness to a very high level, and it's a level that's so high that it's actually unsustainable. Like, you should not be living like, even if you tried, you probably could not maintain true peak fitness for more than a couple weeks. Some people can do it for a couple of months if they're really good, but really it's intended to be temporary. You're not supposed to live your whole life that way, and actually, if you think about it, you wouldn't want to. If you lived your whole life training so hard, like you're about to run an ultra marathon or about to climb a huge mountain, like, you'd be miserable, right? You'd never have time for anything else, friends, family, work, and you just you would be hard on your body too, right? You'd get kind of ground down, it'd be hard on your joints, and you just would never have time to heal from your injuries. So my point is, we don't want to be in training all the time. Training is a temporary state, and it's not intended to last like a long time. So how long is this intended to last? Let me kind of give you a couple of guidelines that you can follow so that you make sure you're timing your training right, hitting your peak at the right time, and that you're in the best shape possible before you go on your goal trip. So for most people, training should probably last about 4 months. If you have something going on with you that makes you need more rest to bounce back, that could be something like having a chronic condition, being a little bit older. We need more time to recover, right? I say we, I'm 44, so I need more time to recover. So I do plan sometimes to have a little bit of extra training time than the standard 4 months that works for a lot of people. And also, if you're new, you're coming from a lower fitness level, or you have a really huge goal, sometimes a little more than 4 months works well. Generally, I tell people not to go over 6 months. I personally have gone as long as 9 months. It was a disaster. It was initially very successful, and then around about 7-8 months, it just completely, the wheels came off, and I was just on my last trip that I was training for, like really not where I wanted to be, mostly because I was just burned out and overtrained. So you do not want that to be your experience. So yeah, 4 to 6 months is great. Some people can do a little bit less than 4 months. If you got a fairly easy trip, you're coming in pretty fit, 4 months I think is a really good guideline. So, you think my trip is in July, that means, 4 months, I'm probably going to start in February. Is that right? 7 minus 4. You're going to start in March. Math, not my strong suit. But yeah, what should you be doing with this time beforehand? And that, I think, is a great thing to think about too. So you have your off season, probably this winter, you're taking some time, you're taking the holidays, you're relaxing a little. And then I really like to go into what a lot of people call the early season or the base phase. And what that is it's really just your general conditioning, getting your body to a point where you have an amazing fitness foundation that you can really start putting this progressive overload on top of, that you're able to handle it safely, not get hurt, not feel overtrained. So some things that you can be doing, strength is going to be really important. So 2 to 3 full body strength workouts per week is a good thing to shoot for. You don't have to lift real heavy, just medium weight, medium reps. General conditioning is what you're going for. And then really start to get out and do sport specific things. So it's important to start hiking. And I know it's kind of hard for some of you that are in cold places right now to really think about, but do your best. Substitute snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, whatever it takes. Just start working on getting into that habit of being outside. You're going to be outside a lot during the actual training phase. So, why not now? Just start going out, testing your gear, testing your clothing. It's very important. And then doing cardio a couple times a week. And it can be, there's a few things you can do. The base cardio workouts that are just right at your aerobic threshold are great, that you can start kind of building that up. And also just kind of feeling into where your aerobic threshold is. If you really haven't paid attention to your heart rate for a couple of months, it's probably changed. So just kind of feel into where that is. And then also doing some intervals. This is a great time just to add the different kinds of intervals. We talk about VO2 max intervals where you're going pretty hard. You can just start doing, very short ones. And your lactate threshold intervals, which are a little bit longer. They're kind of at fun hard, fun fast. Both of these are things you can start doing. Always start very slow and build up gradually. But start putting your sport-specific workout back together. But you don't have to be ramping up every week. You'll probably increase a little bit every week gradually. You don't need a big ramp up. You don't need a master plan at this point. Keep it very sustainable where it fits into your life well. You're able to do it. If you feel like you're really pushing and getting tired before you even start training, that's time to maybe back off a little bit and put yourself on a maintenance plan until you're ready to really start that ramp up. So for those of you who are really wanting a tool to help you structure your training season and plan it all out, I have an amazing one up there in the link. You can grab my free training plan workbook. It walks you through a simple six-step process to plan out your training season. Step number 3 is all about just the different phases of training, how to handle that base period, how to handle the actual training period, some other periods that you should be aware of. So definitely grab that. It's a fantastic tool, absolutely free, and yeah, good luck to you. If you have any questions, you can drop them down below in the comments, and yeah, I'm gonna go out and enjoy California for a little bit. So let's see who's here. Sylvia, hello, and Sarah. Oh my gosh, good to have you guys here. Have a lovely afternoon, both of you. So thanks for tuning in. Take care.